In this lecture, I am going to explain how to solve a system of homogeneous linear equations. In the previous classes, I have discussed to solve system of non-homogeneous linear equations. So in non-homogeneous linear equations, in right side we have non-zero values. If all values in the right side are zeros, then that system is called as homogeneous linear equations. Okay. So consider the system of m linear equations in n variables. So a11 x1 plus a12 x2 plus and so on plus a1n xn equal to 0. So that is right side values zeros. Second equation a21 x1 plus a22 x2 plus and so on plus a2n xn equals 0 and so on. Mth equation am1 x1 plus am2 x2 plus and so on plus amn xn equal to 0. So the right side values all are zeros. Okay, so then the system is called homogeneous linear equations. If at least one value in the right side is not equal to 0, then the system is called as non-homogeneous linear equation. Okay, if all values in the right side zeros, then the system is called as homogeneous linear equation. So as usual, we can write this in matrix form. So ax equal to 0, right side 0 vector. Here capital A is as usual coefficient matrix, and capital X is column vector containing variables x1, x2 and so on xn. Okay, right. Now how do we solve this system of homogeneous linear equations? Observe in the right side we have all zeros. So for each system we have a solution which is trivial solution or zero solution. So if you take x1 0, x2 0 and so on xn equals 0, then the set of those values will satisfy all the constraints. Since right side we have 0. So that solution is called as trivial solution or zero solution. Now our aim is to verify whether the system has only trivial solution or the system has a non-trivial solutions. Non-trivial solution means non-zero solution. Okay, so that is the task of this procedure. Okay, so the matrix A is called as usual coefficient matrix. Next, solution to system of homogeneous equations. First we find rank of the coefficient matrix. Okay, right. So every system of homogeneous linear equations has a trivial solution, that is zero solution. For this you need not verify anything. Okay, let rank of A equal to R. Find rank of the coefficient matrix and let it be R. Now compare this rank with number of variables. Number of variables is n. If R equal to n, that is rank is equal to number of variables, then the system has only trivial solution. So if rank of the coefficient matrix is equal to number of variables, then the system has only trivial solution, that is only zero solution. If rank less than number of variables, that is R less than n, then the system is consistent and has infinite number of non-trivial solutions, that is non-zero solutions. Okay, so rank is less than number of variables, then the system has infinite number of non-trivial solutions. In this case, the homogeneous system is said to be consistent. Okay, how do you find these infinite number of non-trivial solutions? So similarly like that in non-homogeneous equations, first we find number of variables to be chosen arbitrarily constant, that is n minus r. So n minus r variables can be chosen arbitrarily constant, and other remaining variables can be expressed in terms of these n minus r variables. So we get n minus r linearly independent solutions. Okay, so that is the procedure to solve system of homogeneous equations. So first find rank of the coefficient matrix. If that rank is equal to number of variables, the system has only zero solution or trivial solution. If rank is less than number of variables, then the system is consistent and has infinite number of non-trivial solutions. Consider this problem. Solve completely the system of equations. So x plus y minus 2z plus 3w equals 0, and x minus 2y plus z minus w equals 0. So like that. So total we have 4 equations. in 4 variables. There are 4 variables x, y, z, w and 4 equations. Okay. The right solution. First, as usual, write in matrix form. In the matrix form Ax equals 0. So here coefficient matrix A equal. So first row is coefficients in first equation. In first equation, x coefficient is 1, y coefficient is 1, z coefficient is -2, w coefficient is 3. So this is first row. Next, second row. Coefficients in second equation, x coefficient 1, y coefficient -2, z coefficient 1, w coefficient -1. Next, third row. Coefficients in third equation. In third equation, x coefficient 4, y coefficient 1, z coefficient -5, w coefficient 8. In fourth equation, x coefficient 5, y coefficient -7, z coefficient 2, w coefficient -1. Okay. So this is the coefficient matrix. Okay. And capital X is column vector of variables, that is x, y, z, w. Okay. Right. So without solving, we conclude that the system has the trivial solution. Okay. Now what is the problem? We have to verify whether the system has a non-trivial solution or not. Okay. So for that, find rank of the coefficient matrix. So to find rank of the coefficient matrix, convert to echelon form. In first row, first non-zero element is 1. Use it to make zeros below. Okay. Sort of transformations. So here we have 1. So here we have 1. So just subtraction. So R2 goes R2 minus R1. To make here 0 in third row, to make 0, here we have 4. So multiply first row by 4 and subtract from row 3. So R3 goes R3 minus 4R1. To get 0 in fourth row, here we have 5. So multiply first row by 5 and subtract from fourth row. So R4 goes R4 minus 5R1. Okay. Right. First row as it is 1, 1, minus 2, 3. Okay. So to calculate R2 minus R1. So 1 minus 1, 0. Minus 2 minus 1, minus 3. 1 minus of minus 2. 1 plus 2, 3. Minus 1 minus 3. So minus 4. So this is row 2 calculation. Next, calculate row 3 operation. First take R3 here. So third row, this is third row. Take third row as it is, 4, 1, minus 5, 8. Next, calculate 4R1. Right here, 4R1. R1 is first row. Multiply first row with 4. So 4, 4, minus 2, 12. Subtract, 4 gets cancelled. So 1 minus 4, minus 3, minus 5, minus of minus 8. Minus 5 plus 8, that is 3. 8 minus 12, minus 4. So write in third place, 0, minus 3, 3, minus 4. Okay. Next, calculate row 4 operation. So first take R4. This is fourth row. So 5 minus 7, 2 minus 1. Then calculate 5R1. So this is first row. Multiply first row by 5. 5, 5 minus 10, 15. Subtract. 5 minus 5, 0. Minus 7 minus 5 minus 12. 2 minus or minus plus 10, that is 12. Minus 1 minus 15 minus 16. So write in fourth row, 0 minus 12, 12 minus 16. Right. So in the first row, first non-zero element is 1. Below we have zeros. Okay. Next, come to second row. In second row, first non-zero element is this one, minus 3. Use it to make zeros below. Okay. So what are transformations? So here we have minus 3 in the second row. Here we have minus 3. Just subtraction. R3 goes R3 minus R2. Next, in fourth row, here we have minus 12. Here we have minus 3. So multiply second row by 4 and subtract. Okay. So R4 goes R4 minus 4R2. Okay. Now first two rows are as it is. First two rows as it is. Take R2 minus R3. So this is R3 minus R2. This is R3. This is R2. So just to subtract. So 0 minus 0, 0. minus 3 minus of minus 3 plus 3, that is 0. 3 minus 3, 0. Minus 4 minus of minus plus 4, 0. Okay. Next, to calculate this, take R4. This is fourth row. 0 minus 12, 12 minus 16. 4R2. This is second row. Multiply the second row by 4. So 4 into 0, 0 minus 12, 12 minus 16. Subtract. So we get all zeros. Okay. So fourth row becomes 0. Okay. Right. Now observe the last two rows are 0 rows. Okay. So this is in echelon form. So last two rows are 0 rows. So number of non-zero rows are 2. Only first two rows are non-zero rows. So rank of A equal to 2. So rank of coefficient matrix A is 2. Now compare this with number of variables. Number of variables 4, x, y, z, w. Okay, so clearly 2 less than 4. So rank is less than number of variables. Therefore, the system has infinite number of non-trivial solutions. So the system of equations has infinite number of non-trivial or non-zero solutions. Okay, how many variables we have to choose? Arbitrarily constant. That is n minus r equal, n is number of variables, 4 minus r is rank 2, that is 2. So therefore, two variables can be chosen arbitrarily constant. So out of 4 variables, we can choose 2 variables as arbitrarily constant. And we express the remaining 2 variables in terms of these 2 variables. Okay. Right. Now from echelon form, write the resulting equations. From echelon form, write the resulting equations. Okay. So what is first equation? Multiply first row by the column vector x, y, z, w. So 1 into x, x plus 1 into y, y minus 2z plus 3w equal right side 0. This is equation 1. Second row, second equation becomes multiply second row with the column vector x, y, z, w. So 0 into x minus 3 into y plus 3 into z minus 4 into w equals 0. So this becomes 0. So this is minus 3y plus 3z minus 4w equal 0. This is equation 2. Now we choose two variables as arbitrary constant. Okay. So you can choose any two variables. Okay. So here from second equation, choose z and w as arbitrary constants. Okay. So choose z equal to k1 and w equal to k2. Now substitute these in second equation. So from 2, write this minus 3y to right side. So that becomes 3y. 3y equal 3z minus 4w. Substitute 3z k1 minus 4w k2. Then y equal divide by 3, 3 by 3, 1. So k1 minus 4 by 3 k2. So this is y value. Okay. So this is z value. This is w value. Substitute these in 1. So from 1, x equal to, right, x equal to, write all these terms to right side. So minus y plus 2z minus 3w. Substitute values, first y minus y. So minus k1 minus or minus plus 4 by 3 k2 plus 2z, that is 2k1 minus 3w minus 3k2. So here, so 2k1 minus k1, that is k1. So 4 by 3, simplify these two. 4 by 3 k2 minus 3 k2. Take LCM, 3 3 is 9. So 4 minus 9 minus 5 by 3 k2. So this is x1 value. Therefore, the solution is column vector x, y, z, w equal first x value k1 minus 5 by 3 k2. Next y value k1 minus 4 by 3 k2. Z value k1, w value k2. Okay. So here we have two arbitrary constants k1 and k2. So we can write this vector as sum of two vectors, that is k1 terms plus k2 terms. Okay. So this is called first k1 terms. In first entry there is k1 term, that is k1. In second entry there is k1 term, that is k1. In third entry k1 term is k1. In fourth entry there is no k1 term, so that is 0. Okay. Plus next k2 terms. In first entry k2 term minus 5 by 3 k2. In second entry, K2 term, minus 4 by 3 K2. In third entry, there is no K2 term, so that is 0. In fourth entry, K2 term is K2. Okay, so this is column containing K1 terms plus this is column containing K2 terms. So here take K1 common. So this is take K1 common. So 1, 1, 1, 0 into K1 plus here take K2 common. So minus 5 by 3, minus 4 by 3, 0, 1 into K2. So here this K1 and K2 are arbitrary constants. Okay, so this combination gives infinite number of non-trivial solutions for the system. By taking different values for K1 and K2, we get different solutions. That means these two solutions are linearly independent solutions. This solution 1, 1, 1, 0 and this is solution minus 5 by 3, minus 4 by 3, 0, 1 are linearly independent solutions. And any other solution other than these two can be expressed as linear combination of these two solutions. So that is the meaning of this linearly independent solution. Okay. So this is the way to solve a non-homogeneous, homogeneous linear equations. Next, consider another example. Find the values of lambda for which the equations find the values of lambda for which the equations lambda minus 1 into x plus 3y plus 1 3 lambda plus 1 into y plus 2 lambda z 0, lambda minus 1 into x plus 4 lambda minus 2 into y plus lambda plus 3 into z equals 0, and third equation 2x plus 3 lambda plus 1 into y plus 3 into lambda minus 1 into z equals 0 are consistent. So you have to find this lambda so that these equations are consistent. Since on the right side we have zeros in each equation, this is homogeneous equation, system of homogeneous linear equations. So after finding lambda values, find the ratio of x, y, z, that is x is to y is to z, ratio of x, y, z when lambda has smallest of these values. Similarly, what happens when lambda has the greater of these values? Okay, right? First write in the matrix form as usual. In the matrix form, Ax equal to 0, the coefficient matrix A equal to the first row x coefficient lambda minus 1, y coefficient 3 lambda plus 1, z coefficient 2 lambda. This is first row. In second row, x coefficient lambda minus 1, y coefficient 4 lambda minus 2, z coefficient lambda plus 3. In third equation, x coefficient 2, y coefficient 3 lambda plus 1, and z coefficient 3 into lambda minus 1. This is coefficient matrix. And write column vector capital X is x, y, z, 3 variables. Okay, right. So here already given this system has that is this system is consistent. Consistence means for homogeneous equations, consistence means the system has a non-trivial solution. That is infinite number of non-trivial solutions. So what is the condition for existence of non-trivial solution for homogeneous linear equations? So here observe number of equations 3. So here observe number of equations 3. Number of variables is also 3. So number of equations equal number of variables. So in this case, the condition for existence of non-trivial solution is determinant is 0. Determinant of the coefficient matrix is 0. Okay. So here the number of equations equal number of variables. So then the equations will be consistent if det A equal 0. So that is determinant of this matrix equal 0. So this is the condition for consistency of homogeneous equations when number of equations equal number of variables. That is determinant is 0. So we have to find this determinant. We get a cubic polynomial in lambda. We have to solve that cubic polynomial to get lambda values. So here you can extend this determinant directly or simplify this determinant. Observe, is there any possible to make zeros in any row or in any column? So observe first two rows. So here lambda minus 1, here lambda minus 1. So we make 0 here using this lambda minus 1. So R2 goes R2 minus R1. R2 goes R2 minus R1. So first row as it is, lambda minus 1, 3 lambda plus 1, 2 lambda. First row as it is, right. R2 minus R1. Subtract first row from second row. So this is lambda minus 1 minus lambda minus 1, 0. 4 lambda minus 2 minus 3 lambda minus 1. So 4 lambda minus 3 lambda, lambda minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. Okay, next lambda plus 3 minus 2 lambda. So that is lambda minus 2 lambda minus lambda plus 3. Okay, so this is R2 minus R1. Third row as it is, 2, 3 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda minus 3. Okay, so that equals 0. This determinant equal 0. So we have 0 here. Okay, again still observe, is it possible to make 0 in first column or second row? In first column or in second row? Okay, so observe here, this is lambda minus 3, this is minus lambda plus 3. By adding these two, we get 0 here. So that we make 2 zeros in a row. Okay, right. So what is the transformation? This is column 2. This is column 3. Okay, so C2 goes C2 plus C3. Okay, so C2 goes C2 plus C3. The first column as it is, second column, add second and third columns. So 3 lambda plus 1 plus 2 lambda. So 5 lambda plus 1. By adding these two, we get 0. 3 lambda plus 1 plus 3 lambda minus 3. That is 6 lambda minus 2. This is the second column. Third column as it is. This determinant equal 0. Okay. Now we get 2 zeros in second row. So expand this determinant with respect to second row. Expand this determinant with respect to second row. Since first two terms become 0. Since 0 into determinant of remaining plus minus 0 into determinant of remaining, we get first two terms zeros. Okay. So what is the determinant value? We have this, the term corresponding to this. So first observe whether it is positive sign or negative sign. Okay, so actually this is, what is the row and what is the column? Second row and third column. So minus 1 whole power 2 plus 3, that is minus 1 whole power 5, that is minus. You get minus lambda minus of minus lambda plus 3 into remove second row and third column. So determinant of this, that is lambda minus 1 into 6 lambda minus 2 minus 2 into 5 lambda plus 1. Okay, equal 0. Determinant equal 0. Okay, right. So this is one term and this whole thing is one term. So product equal 0 means minus lambda plus 3 equal 0 and this term. So multiply this here. So lambda into 6 lambda. 6 lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 6 lambda minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2. So here minus 2 into 5 minus 10 lambda minus 2 into 1 minus 2 equal 0. So from here lambda equal 3. This is 6 lambda square. We have minus 18 lambda, minus 2 lambda, minus 6 lambda, minus 8 lambda, minus 10 lambda, minus 18 lambda. So here plus 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. Okay. So 6 lambda square minus 18 lambda equals 0. Take here 6 lambda common. So lambda minus 3 equal 0. Then lambda equals 0 and lambda equal 3. So here also we have lambda equal 3. That means, so the equations are consistent for lambda equal 3 and lambda equal 0. For lambda 3 and for lambda 0, the given system of equations are consistent. Consistence means the system of equations has infinitely non-zero solution. Okay, right. Now we have to find what is the ratio of x, y, z when lambda has smallest of these two values. Smallest of these two values is 0. Okay. So case 1, if lambda equal 0, what happens? So substitute lambda equals 0 in the equations. So these are the set of equations given equations. These are, so substitute here lambda 0. Substitute lambda here 0. So 0 minus 1, minus 1 into x, minus x. Here lambda 0, 0 plus 1 into y, plus y, lambda 0. This is 0. 0 into z, 0. So we get minus x plus y equal 0. From this x equal y. Okay. Next, second equation. Same. Put lambda equals 0 here. 0 minus 1, minus 1 into x, minus x. Here lambda 0. 0 minus 2, minus 2y. Here lambda 0. 0 plus 3. 3 into z. Okay. So already we got x equal to y here. Okay. So substitute here. X equal to y here. So minus y minus 2y. Minus 3y plus 3z equals 0. From these three gets cancelled. So y equal z. Okay. Already we have here x equal to y. Here y equal z. So that means three values are equal. Three values are equal. X equal to y equal z. Therefore, the ratio is 1:1:1. Since all the values are equal, x equal to y equal to z, the ratio is 1:1:1. So if lambda equals 0, that is lambda is smallest of those values, then the ratio of x, y, z is 1:1:1. Second case, if lambda is highest of these two values, if lambda equal 3, then what happens? Similarly, substitute lambda equal 3 in the equations. The first equation lambda 3, 3 minus 1, 2x. Lambda 3 here, 3 into 3, 9 plus 1, 10y. Here lambda 3, 3 into 2, 6z equal 0. This is first equation. Similarly, second equation, lambda equal 3, 3 minus 1, 2x. Lambda equal 3 here, 4 into 3, 12, minus 2, 10y, plus 3 plus 3, 6z. Okay, we got same equation. Third equation, 2x plus 3 into 3, 9 plus 1, 10y, plus 3 into 3 minus 1, 2. So 3 into 2, 6z equal 0. So that means all the three equations become identical.